everybody, it's Ariane again, founder of Inspired to Style, the blog, and I'm still here with Anita. We are going to have a lot of fun today. If you don't know her background, you have to go back and check out the video where we interviewed and talked about what brought her to this point. But for right now, we're in her store, or her mall, I guess we could call it, Village Antiques. And what we're going to talk about right now is something that I love to tell my clients about, but I think she can just explain it a little bit better than I can. What we're going to talk about is why it's important to consider and incorporate antiques into your design. And when you're deciding to do that, what you're going to look for, what to look for, what pieces maybe make the biggest impact. And she's just going to
where not to
spend, where not to spend. I think that this is going to be a great resource for you because you can always kind of come back to this video, watch it, and then when you get really brave, you call me and we go shopping together, and we come over and we let her show us her newest fairs. But for right now, let's talk about if you're deciding to invest in a piece, what are you going to look for? Why should we even look at it?
So the reason why I like to include antiques and one-of-a-kind pieces and hand-painted pieces and handmade pieces is they offer a character that new furniture really just cannot bring to a project. And I love new furniture, it has its place, but what makes your home something that you love and reflects you is a really curated collection. And by curated, I mean something that's like built over time. It might be instantaneous, but it looks like it was built over time. And they're pieces that mean something to you, pieces that tell your story, that design your history, that are really about you and your husband or your wife and your children and your lifestyle, and kind of branching away from maybe what you've already been exposed to or see in your friends' homes or in the magazines and things like that. And the reason why we love all these designer magazines and these books and can't get enough is because they're all so unique and they're all so different. And all of the little, if you break it down to each element in the room, all of those pieces have a story, the lines say something, the carvings mean something about a period of history, and you resonate with that, or you don't, and that's what makes the impact. Right, that's what makes it yours.
So a great exercise to take her point. Go through your Pinterest board and look at the pictures you pinned of the rooms and spaces that you love. And instead of going, oh, I like it, really look at the picture and think to yourself, is this a sofa that I've seen everywhere, or is this a sofa I've never seen? Is this a settee that I've never seen before? Oh my goodness, it looks a little aged. Maybe there's a story. I promise every picture that resonates with you has something in it that makes it unique, just like she just said.
And when you look through things that you like, you'll start to see commonalities.
Yes.
You'll start to see that you kind of like the same things over and over and over again. You might not be able to articulate in words like what it is, but if you go back and kind of study those images for a few seconds, you're going to say, oh, you know what, I really like that same marble top that I love in every single kitchen I pin.
And that helps you identify your style. Which is one of the first questions you're going to get asked when you hire a decorator or designer. What's your style? What do you like? When you start to pay attention to those things that always resonate, that's how you can kind of hone in on what your style is.
What your style is, and articulate that to you or another professional or yourself, and kind of really embrace the idea of creating this look with the things that you love that are unique to you.
Okay, so what are we looking for?
So I just wanted to show y'all some good examples of where I might look for an antique. And right here we're at an area of the shop that's kind of set up like a dining room. And I always look for a buffet when I'm working on a dining room project. The thing I like about buffets is the dimensions work perfectly, even though they might be 50 years old, 100 years old, or 200 years old. And they still offer us the height that we need for serving. And they have all the beautiful details and the carving and the hardware. And it's just a look that you cannot recreate at all, period.
But I love buffets too because I'm very much about, whenever we talk about inspiring to reality, I love pieces that are beautiful and functional. And buffets usually tend to give you some storage space. So all of the pieces,
like you've got this great tall door here that you can put in your vases, put in your shapes,
your linen,
put in your tray.
Everything is stored away. Everything has a place. So it's beautiful, but it also adds a little bit of functionality to a room that we typically don't spend a whole lot of time in.
Right.
But when we're there, we want everything to be very accessible
and special. So this is a great piece to look for. And it's a really versatile piece, even if you don't have the room for it in your dining room. It can be used in a bedroom and have a TV placed over or a family room. So it's got a lot of multi-use still, even though it was originally intended for a serving piece. But this is a great piece that I love to look for when I'm looking for a piece to incorporate into your project. Another really good piece I love to use are dining tables.
Yes.
Antique dining tables are exquisite. They have the durability. They're usually made of solid woods, and the construction of them are very, very solid. And even the ones that are made of the veneers, like the antiques from the late 1800s, the construction of them is not like what's made today. So they're usually handmade, and they're just magnificent. And again, the same issue comes up where the dimensions still work.
Right.
So a lot of antiques tend to be a little bit smaller,
On
more
scale,
petite, or maybe they're just delicate because they've been used for hundreds of years. So these give us a really practical, lifestyle-friendly piece that we can incorporate into our project.
Yes, and they tend to make, for me, they tend to be kind of the wow piece.
Yes.
In your dining room, they are at the center stage. They kind of are the star of the show.
Right.
And so they have a piece that's totally unique that your neighbor and your cousin and your mom and everybody else doesn't have. That's the opportunity to have that big wow factor.
It is.
It really is.
And then, of course, you don't want your house to look like, a period piece or museum,
right,
or maybe Downton Abbey. Maybe you do. But you want it to look like a reflection of modern day as well as bringing in
a nod to that. Yes.
A dining table, an antique dining table, is a great piece that you can pair with maybe some newer chairs.
Right. That's a great way to kind of bring the old with the new and marry them to create a unique space. Absolutely.
Right. And antique chairs, they can be expensive to find a set of 8 or 12.
Yes.
Sometimes they might be a little bit more delicate. They tend to be a little bit smaller in scale. We've got some great ones like the French mutton leg chairs, which are very hardy. And you can find them, but if you can't, I think it's a great way to pair in a little bit sturdier, new construction chair that will really accommodate any type of guest you've got.
Right. And the other thing about that is you can take that opportunity to create a unique piece. You can have it upholstered in whatever fabric you want.
Bring you some side or flag or something really edgy and fun.
Yes.
That is
which is the reflection of you, which is the whole point of this, right? Is to figure out how to make this space look like it's you. And that's a great way to do it.
Yes.
Okay, so what else?
So when we're working in a bedroom, another favorite of mine is to include commodes. Commodes, especially the ones that came from France, this is about the size. They're usually like 30 to 36 inches long. And we're filming this in Houston, and if you don't know, Houston is, everything in Texas is bigger. So these are often used for nightstands in a lot of our design projects. They're used in foyers. We use them as nightstands on either side of a bed, or if it's about 36 inches tall, you can make it as your powder bathroom sink vanity. So another very versatile piece that you can use in a multitude of different rooms. So this is another great piece that I like to use an antique for versus a new piece.
Right. Good. Okay. And finally,
and then settees are a very, very charming antique that you can include in your decor.
Yes.
This is perfect for like if you've got a sitting room or like the little sitting nooks in your master bedroom.
Yes.
Or maybe you've probably seen them in dining rooms where they sometimes include like a bay window and you don't know quite what to put there. These are really beautiful pieces, or an oversized foyer.
I was going to say, I've seen the trend. People are putting seating in your foyer, in the foyer area. My tip with that, this might be a very expensive piece. So what I would do, again, I'm all about functionality. I want to use it in the space that I'm actually going to sit in. So if your entryway is one where the door, people really come through the front door, maybe your house, they come through the side, I may not invest the money in a piece like this for that area unless I know people are going to sit in it. So I would tend to probably use it in, like you said, maybe the dining room where people are gathering and there's an overflow, or the bedroom sitting area,
or in front of a stair wall, places where it's visible or you can enjoy it. Either one or the other.
Yes.
And it's just it usually can accommodate 1 to 2 people, and it's just a very intimate, smaller seating area where you can just kind of curl up, get a book, relax, and it's not an oversized chair or a love seat or something that just may not have as much character.
Yes. Good. Okay, well, those are some great tips on what to look for, what to invest in. If you're going to go ahead and incorporate some antiques into your home, I highly suggest that you hop on over to Amitha's website, villageantiques.com.
It's actually villageantiques.net right now, and we're going to shift to .com in a few months.
And I will keep you posted when that shift happens. But go ahead and take a look at kind of what she has on her site. There's some great resources. You'll see a couple more.
We've got so many blogs and tutorials and how to measure, what to look for, my buying guide, how to paint. Just a lot of, if you're passionate about Around's blog or what she does, it's very complimentary, and you'll just be lost for hours. You'll love it.
Yes, you will love it. So In the meantime, go ahead, take a look at her website, and then come back because we always have new content on inspiredtostyle.com.